Hey guys, so today I wanted to cover the topic of hamsters and taking them to the vet. There seem to be a lot of questions and a lot of confusion around this topic, so hopefully I will be able to clear up that confusion and answer as many of those questions as I can today. The first question a lot of people ask is, do I need to take my hamster for regular vet checkups? And no, you don't have to take them for regular checkups like you do with cats and dogs. Another very common question is, do I need to get my hamster vaccinated? And as far as I am aware, there are no hamster vaccinations out there, so you shouldn't need to get your hamster vaccinated at all. The third commonly asked question is, do I need to get my hamster spayed or neutered? Now, with larger animals, this is of course something you want to do not only to prevent unwanted litters, but also for their health and well-being. When it comes to much smaller animals like hamsters, most vets will not perform the operation unless it is medically necessary. The reason for that is that they are such a small and delicate animal that the operation is quite risky for them and it's unnecessary. Just don't be keeping males and females together and you'll have no problems with unwanted litters. There are a few severe medical conditions which may require you to get your hamsters spayed and neutered as treatment. However, if this is the case, then it will be your vet that recommends it to you. Otherwise, it's not something you need to worry about. So at what point should you decide to take your hamster to the vet? Well, if they become sick or they become injured, then you should definitely consider getting vet treatment for them. There are many conditions which can only be fixed by medication that you can get from the vets. So it is important that if your hamster is injured or it is sick, that you get them the treatment that they need. Some common reasons you may need to seek a vet's advice include excessive weight loss, excessive hair loss, tumours, bleeding, especially bleeding around the genitals and the anus. A lot of people get confused when it comes to female hamsters, thinking that if they're bleeding around the genitals it's normal, because for some animals this is normal. However, in hamsters it is not normal. If your hamster is bleeding from around their genitals, then you definitely need to seek out a vet's advice. Seizures, paralysis, infections, skin rashes, if your hamster gets fleas or any kind of parasite on them, you definitely want to seek a vet for those reasons as well. Those are not all the reasons that you want to seek a vet, but those are definitely the most common ones that I hear about, you guys ask me about in the comment section, and I always give you the same reply: please go and see a vet if your hamster is suffering any of these problems or anything that you're worried about with their health. And the final commonly asked question is the cost of the vet bills. Now this one can be really difficult to answer because prices will vary depending on where in the world you live. They can vary from country to country, from city to city. They can vary between vets in the same town. Unless your hamster is going to be on long-term medication or they're going to have a serious operation, then you shouldn't find yourself paying out hundreds for them, and most vet bills should be quite affordable. It's definitely worth ringing around your local vets and asking for a quote on what a general checkup for a hamster would cost, as this will give you a rough idea of how much you need to pay. Another reason why it's worth ringing around your local vets is because not all vets will treat hamsters. Some vets aren't confident about it because they are very, very delicate animals, and some vets just don't have the training. So ring around, find out if they treat hamsters, and then if they do, try and get a quote for just a general checkup. One final thing I'd like to add to the end of this video is that if your hamster is sick or injured, please don't try and substitute vet care with something you buy in the pet store or advice you get on the internet for home remedies, because a lot of the time these cannot completely cure your hamster if they are unwell. A lot of the time you will need to go to the vet and get special medication, and the medication that is sold in pet shops usually doesn't actually treat your hamster, it just hides the symptoms of the illness. So it's a complete waste of money, it won't help your hamster get any better, and most real medication can only legally be sold by vets. So if you found this video helpful, don't forget to leave us a thumbs up to help support the channel. You can also share this video with your friends, and you can subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!